And when you're talking about notions of heaven, that in and of itself is sort of a flight of fancy. Not that I agree, or in the sense of I agree or disagree with the concept of heaven, but it's something with which we're not familiar. And hey everyone, welcome to the channel Thinking Theology. I'm Don. I'm doing a reaction. You saw the title, Led Zeppelin song, In My Time of Dying. I haven't heard this in a long time. And even when I was growing up listening to it, the lyrics were I didn't have the lyrics right. My friends and I were talking a little while ago about this, and they were big time Zeppelin fans. And we all messed up the words to a lot of songs, but Zeppelin songs are not necessarily able to decipher the lyrics. But nonetheless, I'm going to put headphones on and decipher what's going on in the song and offer my adult thoughts versus my teenage thoughts. This is one of the greatest albums of all time, Led Zeppelin's Physical Graffiti, In My Time of Dying. Amazing how many theological ideas, religious, were in rock songs. British rock. So good. Bottom. You want a cemetery? A lot of us think about that. I mean, you have to at some point. Some people want to be in just have their ashes cremated and be in an urn somewhere. Yeah, he doesn't want anybody to, I think he said mourn. I used to think moan, but mourn makes more sense. Get an idea as a hard rock band back then for a song like this. I love it. So outside the box. font goes nuts. That's how people conceptual. I don't know what was going on in their life at the time that would even inspire a song like this, but they've already mentioned, I think, St. Paul in the song. They mentioned Jesus a bunch of times, like, please meet me in the middle of the air. That's taken from the book of Revelation, I think. It might even be, I don't think it's in the Gospels. But now we're at St. Peter. Suddenly St. Peter's the gatekeeper, you know? If St. Peter, like, meet me at the gate, right? And I never did no harm, or I never did no wrong. It's like, yeah, I mean, if there's a judgment day, that's what we worry about. But got in. What are those smiling faces an allusion to? I don't know what he's alluding to there. There's so many different ways you can conceptualize it. Is it like, is he already in heaven now? Did he get in? Did Peter let him in because he did enough good? Is that the implication? And then he sees the smiling faces in heaven? Or is this like a retrospective where he saw the smiling faces on the people he interacted with on earth before he died and went to heaven? These kinds of songs open up to a lot of interpretation, clearly, whether you agree with the notion of heaven or not. I've got no clue. But, I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea. I mean, if there is one, there is one. What can I do about it? But I was explaining himself. That cough on the end, that wasn't supposed to be part of it, but they decided to leave it on the track for some reason. Following the storylines in some of these things is tough because you don't even know under what conditions the songs themselves were written. With somebody like just obliterated, were they tripping, were they coked, with it, whatever, I don't know. But the storyline in this, it's certainly theologically oriented. I mean, anytime you bring in the notion of Jesus and then trying to get into heaven, but sometimes in lyrics, obviously they're not linear per se. I mean, there's metaphor, there's analogy, it's colorized, it's all this. So so it's not literal always. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And if you're not cued as to when it's literal or not, and when you're talking about notions of heaven, that in and of itself is sort of a flight of fancy. Not that I agree, or in the sense of I agree or disagree with the concept of heaven, but it's something with which we're not familiar. And I mean, we're used to life on planet Earth, where there's death, there's pain, there's sorrow, there's tears, there's lying, there's some joy and all that, but there's not a constant state, if that's what heaven is, a perpetual state of joy or happiness or lack of stress, perhaps. We're not familiar with that. So it is a flight of fancy when you're talking about it, but obviously they borrowed from the common notions of the New Testament and what it might be like. The Hebrew concept of heaven is more of paradise, meaning a place on earth where peace will be restored on earth. Everybody will get along with each other. The lamb will lie down with the lion, whatever those two represent, but nonetheless, there'll be harmony, there won't be death, and this is a good thing. So however we conceptualize it, Yeah, but they borrowed in this song, whoever wrote it, somebody in the band wrote this, I'm assuming. It was certainly borrowed from common themes. Likely, I don't know if it was borrowed from the Church of England, being that they're British. I mean, you can't escape how that permeated the culture there as well. And there it is. So, yeah, I'm not rating that one. I'm just going to leave that one be. There was a lot going on in there. They mentioned Paul, they mentioned Jesus, mentioned Peter, they mentioned Gabriel, mentioned angels marching. I don't know what that's a reference to. I don't think I'd ever seen that one in the Bible. I've seen angelic wars depicted in the Bible and such, but not angels marching. So there you go. I hope in this song it was depicted. I think he got in. Good for him. All right, guys. Have a great day. See you on another video and keep thinking theology.